What is a construction management degree? Do you want to know what's included in a CM degree? Is it valuable? Do you need it? What parts should you really pay attention to? I'm going to cover that in this video right now. So first and foremost, I want to tell you that I love people with construction management degrees. Here's the truth. You do not need a degree to progress inside construction, meaning once you have your opportunity, you do not need that piece of paper. It will never be referenced again, but you may need it to get in. And so one of the biggest problems that I'm finding in the industry nowadays is that in North America, we need a lot of people to do, great people, which is what you are, to do really great things. And people ask me on YouTube and LinkedIn all the time, how do I get in? The answer is, I don't know. We know a lot of things, but I don't know that. Recruiters are really picky about their candidates. They want a construction management degree and experience. There are a lot of companies that don't do a lot of training, so they're attempting to just hire from the industry. And it's really difficult for people in the US or Canada or Mexico, and for people who want to come to the United States and work with a visa. It's really difficult. So do you need it? A lot of times you're going to need the CMD degree to get in, unless you're coming through as a worker, a foreman, or some other way, which anyway is totally fine with me, right? But once you're in construction, you do not need it to progress, as long as you're continually learning. So to all of you out there who want to pursue a CM degree, are doing it, or who have done it, hats off to you. That's amazing. You will have a lot of really awesome basic skills. You will have proven that you can do hard things. You will have organization skills, which are quite amazing, and you'll be set up with a base knowledge for your career. Now, here are some warnings I'm going to just say right now. Well, let me start out with this warning. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, because if you don't subscribe, you're not going to get all of these subsequent videos that will help your career in addition to your CM degree. So be careful of that. Make sure you like and subscribe. But when you're in the CM degree program itself, do not learn to hate learning. This is the key thing. Now, I love you. All of you university professors, all of you students out there, I love you. Do not get mad at me yet. Okay, here's the truth. I get to go be a guest lecturer at a lot of different universities. You know, ASU, Purdue, and I could keep going on, but like, I go to these university environments to teach scheduling, or to teach surveying, or to teach field engineering. And I come into the class and I'm really freaked out, because the class looks like they're all clinically depressed and that they would rather do anything than be at school. Nobody raises their hand. Nobody's speaking up. Everybody's like freaked out. They're in this social environment that like really has people panicked, and nobody looks like they're having fun. In my trainings, when you come to do a training at Elevate, we're standing, we're sitting, we're doing activities, we're having fun, we're joking, we're like making breakthroughs, like we're participating, raising our hand, like doing a good job. And so it's a very foreign world. And so every time I go as a guest lecturer, I say, do not learn to hate learning. Learn to love learning. Even if you're quiet, even if you don't raise your hand, even if you're a bit introverted, that's fine. Even if your professor is boring, don't be mad at me. Don't. Stop it. Do not leave college in a mindset saying, I'm done, that's it. When you leave, the best career advice I can give you is to keep learning, keep doing trade shows, keep doing conferences, keep doing certification programs, keep reading, read a book a week, read a book every 2 weeks, read a book every month. Learn to love learning. So while you're in your CM program, there are going to be some boring times and some exciting times. Let me talk about the program itself and then highlight some key parts where you really want to pay attention. So let's do these one by one. So first and foremost, in your construction management degree, you will have a curriculum that will cover these general topics. Construction processes, project management, which is super important, building science, which is great to have as a background, business administration, which I would really pay attention to, especially if you want to start your own business, and a wide variety and a wide range of other topics. So you're going to get the whole enchilada, but you're going to, well, hold on. It's like you're in a buffet and you're going to taste a little bit of everything. So you've got the whole menu, but you're probably only going to retain about 2% of what you're learning there. So you really want to focus in on some key areas. So let me take you through the rest of the topics, or the rest of what you're going to experience in your degree, and highlight the most important points. 2, project management. In this part of the curriculum, you will focus on project planning, principles and practices, budgeting, risk management, And quality assurance. If you're a part of a good program, you will actually be able to practice with project planning, where you get to make the plan, coordinate resources, manage stakeholders, and really effectively lead teams. Anytime you're in a class like this, you really need to pay attention. The science is great, the theory is great, the codes and regulations, these are all great things, but you're not going to remember the science, you're not going to remember the theory, you're not going to remember the codes and the compliance aspects like by memory, but you will have to establish patterns in project management. So anytime you get to learn about it or participate in an activity or a project, you're really going to want to say, hey, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend, hey, I'm going to be a little bit busy over the next couple of months. I can't go on as many dates. I'm going to focus. You're going to want to put your heart, mind, and strength into those projects, because those same patterns are what you will use when you actually go get a job as a construction manager. 3, technical skills. You'll learn different skills like understanding architectural and engineering drawings, interpreting specifications and blueprints, utilizing construction management and software tools, and implementing modern construction techniques and methods. This is another area where you'll really want to pay attention. Here's my best advice. Do not learn this at a theoretical level. Learn these practices as much as you can to where they're hard skills. Take that tool, put it in your tool belt, because it will accelerate your career. Number 4, business and management skills. These are awesome. You're going to need this. Even if you just have this kind of as a well-rounded understanding, it's really good. If you're wanting to start your own business, you're going to want to dig here, because it's much harder later to like go back and learn it if you didn't have a base 20 years earlier. So you'll learn about accounting, finance, economics, marketing, which is huge, leadership, and strategic management. These are all crucial, and I want to tell you, you will utilize every single one of these in your career. Number 5, most universities, really good ones, attempt to give you hands-on experience. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Not only do I recommend internships, which are great. Find the companies that have field engineering opportunities, right? Do an FE or PE internship if you can. But anytime you get to have hands-on experience where you get to do a field trip, work with an actual contractor, see guest lecturers, participate in a project, again, like I said, hands-on experience is key. You're going to retain anywhere from 15 to 60% of that, and you can apply that immediately once you get your first job. There are some opportunities when you're in college to do professional development. I do recommend that. When it comes to specific certifications, like credentials with your CCM, CMAA, AC, or AIC, any of these credential programs could be very beneficial, but don't waste your time too much with meaningless certifications. You're going to want to focus on anything with design build, anything with IPD, anything with your construction management focus, and anything that deals with lean. Anything with your PMP, with other general accreditations for project management, it may not be as applicable. You're going to want to focus on your hands-on. And then anything that you can do to form industry connections through your internships, through those guest lecturers, through any connections. I'm always impressed with students that reach out, make that connection. They always have a higher likelihood of getting hired, and that will help them when they need help with their first job. So these are some of the things that you can look forward to. I would say focus on the hands-on and the experience. Focus on the project management, business, finance side of it. You'll use all of that. When it comes to the theory, when it comes to the engineering, when it comes to some of these more general concepts, learn the theory, but don't waste your time too much, because you are not going to remember codes. You're not going to remember any of the details when it comes to environmental compliance. You're not going to remember some of the engineering sciences. You are going to manage people. You are going to manage projects. Focus there. So the closing advice that I'll give you, and I'll just give you a quick list: pay attention, learn to love learning, dig in, take great notes. You're going to need it for your first job. And I'd like to give you a couple of quick tips that you can follow as you go. Number 1, set clear goals for your career and follow those goals and keep everything aligned to them. Number 2, stay organized, and like I said, take good notes. You may use them in the future. 3, manage your time wisely. Make sure that you're keeping a good balance throughout school and that you're enjoying your experience. That is key. Learn to love learning. 4, attend class regularly. Having that one-on-one connection is huge. 5, develop really good study habits. You will use those same study habits when reviewing drawings and specifications in your role as a construction manager. 6, stay healthy. Keep that balance. Do not get burnt out. If you don't keep a balance, and if you get burnt out in school, you'll do it at work too, and you're going to hurt your life. Number 7, Participate and stay involved in activities. That's where most of your learning and your benefits going to come from. Number 8, build relationships throughout. Don't just focus on the party, focus on the connections and networking, and build advocates along the way. And number 9, stay motivated and persistent. You're about to enter a field that will bless you, your family, make you a lot of money, and will be challenging and rewarding throughout. These are all habits that you need to have. So know where to focus and know when you're wasting time, and leverage that 20% of what you should be doing that will give you 80% of your results. In the description below, I'm going to link you to a blog post that covers these very topics with some additional content. And I want you to know, anytime you want more information about this, reach out to me in the comments below. I would love to connect with you. Well, I do it all the time with university students, and I'm able to get them the resources and help they need. It's all about connections. On we go.